yesterday, and it was hot. Had the heater turned up and everybody was sweating and whatnot. And this lady in front of me, she stood up on a rest hem, and I noticed that her skirt was stuck in her crack. It's stuck right there, just a clutch in the ice hole from sweat. And I thought, I'm going to help you out, lady. So I reached up her and I say, whoop, I just pulled that skirt right out of her crack. And I kind of winked at her like that, like I got your back. And she popped me in the right eye. She did. And she turned around and we kept singing. And I thought, well, by doggy, I'm a little bit steamed. She didn't appreciate that. So I just decided, you know what, she didn't appreciate that. I'm going to put it right back where I bounced it. So I just reached up there and I say, Pew! I push that skirt right back up in her crack where I found it in the first place. She popped me right there in my other eye. That's what happened. There's some people out there in this world that don't appreciate.
Yo, okay, so I don't know what her deal was. However, I think for me personally, if my skirt was between my cheeks, that I would prefer, well, first off, I think I would feel it. That's just me. So I don't know how big buns this woman in front of her was. Because, you know, I mean, if you got a butt that is just real big to where you got to hold one whole side up just to wipe between them, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of factors that come into play. You feel me? So I still feel like that if I was the woman and you pulled my skirt, I'm not going to say I will punch you, but I'll look at you like, excuse you, the hell you touching me for? And then I also feel like she could have communicated with her by tapping her on the shoulder and whispering in her ear, hey, your skirt is, your skirt's up. It's stuck between your crack. You know, you might want to, you know, it's a suggestion. Because at the end of the day, once you communicated to her that her skirt is in her crack, I mean, either she can pull it out or she might leave it up there. Who knows? But I think that's to me, it would be a violation. It would be a violation because it's like, why are you touching me there? You know what I'm saying? Like what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? And then she's weird. She's like, and then I winked at her and I was like, so if I was the woman and I looked back because you touched my butt region, and you winked at me like that, I would think that you're some kind of lesbian. And yeah, I ain't taking that shit neither. But again, it don't mean I'm gonna put my hands on you because I do think that, like, you know, hey, start something, it's gonna be something. So I like to keep the peace, but I'd be like, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? That would be my boundaries, right? So, and then it just blew my mind how she was like, oh, this ungrateful bitch, she didn't appreciate me pulling her skirt down for me. I had her back. Let me put this motherfucker right back in there. So you basically put your hands in her crack by pushing the skirt back up in there. And you're surprised that she popped you in the other eye. So now you in church with two black eyes. I would just like to know, somebody had to have seen this and nobody said anything. They saw her pulling her skirt down. They watched her get popped in the eye. They seen her push the skirt back up and get popped in her other eye. What kind of church did you go to where y'all was singing hymns or whatever and nobody said anything? Everybody was just like standing there. Like, I wonder, like, from a third party objective point of view, who was watching who? Did anybody say anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, like, that's wild.